on our way down. Might as well enjoy the ride. The secret of love is in opening up your heart. It's okay to feel afraid. Don't let that stand in your way.
Anybody know?
Yeah, I'm going to let you play it because all of a sudden I've lost the chords. Let's pick it up, verse 2. The secret of love is in opening up your heart. It's okay to feel afraid, but don't let this stand in your way. 'Cause anyone knows that love is the only road. And since we're on our way down, might as well show some style. Give us a smile. Isn't it a lovely ride? We're just sliding down, gliding down. Try not to try too hard. It's just a lovely ride. The thing about time is that time isn't really real. It's just in your point of view. And how does it feel for you? Einstein said you could never understand it all. Planets spinning through space, smile upon your face. Welcome to the human race. Isn't it a lovely ride? And I'll be sliding down, gliding down. Try not to try too hard. It's a lovely ride. Isn't it a lovely ride? Some kind of ride. Be sliding down and try not to try too hard. It's a lovely ride.
Very nice to hear Tom singing that wonderful James Taylor song. And it's good to be back with you, even briefly. I'm just here for this Sunday and then be out for the next 5, I think, something like that, finishing my sabbatical. And I want to say it's been really a boost to my ego to come back because I've had so many of you say such nice things to me. It's also been so great to get messages and emails from you about how so wonderfully things have been going in the last few weeks of my absence. And so I want to thank Tom and Brad and Chris and everybody for all the great work, and Mary Ann for taking care of bulletins and stuff when I'm out. And I also just want to note that we are getting so technological that Tom was trying to do that song by looking at the chart for it on his iPad from the internet, which we're so technological that we have not yet realized that screens go dark if you don't touch them for a little while, which I think was a part of the glitch in that.
That and changed key.
That's it, right. Today we are here at the church in the midst of the stewardship campaign, and coming to share a few words about that with us is Jerry Caldwell. Help me welcome him.
Thank you, Charles. Can everybody hear me okay? My name is Jerry Caldwell. I've had the pleasure for the past 2 years of being chair of the finance committee for the church, and the year before that, I was vice chair. So for the last 3 years, I've been very involved in the budget process and the finances of the church as a whole, of which certainly the 1111 service is an important component of that, and is affected by many of the, and has an effect on many of the ministries that we do. But I want to take a second, just kind of give you a little history of where we've been as a church, where we've had great successes and where we have challenges, to be truthful. Last year, we had a stewardship goal of $3 million for the church. We actually raised last year through our stewardship program, which is what we started last week, about $2.8 million, a little more than that. So we had about a $200,000 gap from the stewardship perspective. And what we had to do, just like in your household, we had to cut some planned spending that we had wanted to do. We had to use about $65,000 of our cash reserves that we have built up over the years to help fund that. So clearly, we did not have the stewardship giving that we had hoped for to allow us to achieve everything we'd like to from our programming. Another observation in my 3 years of serving in this is the overall member giving in the church. And we receive money from members primarily two ways. One's through the stewardship, where people make pledges and they pay that over the year. And the second is what we call reliable giving. That is individuals who choose not to make a pledge, but they give very regularly to the church anyway. And both of those are equally important. But what we've seen is that giving has been very, very flat for the last 3 to 4 years. And what we're trying to do this year is raise that giving level up some to kind of break that paradigm to where we're allowed to do more programming. The church has really made significant investments in 3 areas of the church last year and again for this year. One is in the children's ministries with Mr. Mark coming on board, and we've already seen tremendous results from that. One is in the youth ministry where we brought on Casey Langley, and she's got that going. The other is in the worship and fine arts with Taylor Davis joining us, which also has an effect on the music program here. Those are areas that we've made investments in personnel last year, and we're making investments financially to help those areas grow, but we need your help in doing it. In the church, there are around 1,800 families who give regularly to the church. And once again, that giving is in 2 areas. It is either in reliable gifts they give or pledges through the stewardship campaign. It's very, very important for us to be able to grow the church, grow the programs that we want to, that we get increased giving from all of those 1,800 units. It's really interesting. One of the things that was handed out a minute ago is your pledge cards, if you want to make a pledge, and right here, and there's also some bar charts on it. If you'll notice, the bottom level shows that over an average, 949 people give annually between $1,000 to $1,200. So a lot of the 1,800 I mentioned, about 1,000 give at that level. And I want to make a kind of a challenge to you, because no gift that we receive, from the largest donor to the smallest donor, is insignificant. They are all very significant to us. But I want to make a challenge to you. And I'll ask you a question, and this is the same question I asked last week in a church over there. If I told you that you could buy a cup of coffee, and it would make a huge difference and allow us to achieve everything we wanted to do for the next year in programming, would you be willing to do so? And I ask you that question. Would y'all be willing to buy a cup of coffee to increase the programming? Okay, let me give you an example. Here's a Starbucks. It's a white mocha chocolate. I had it this morning, and I tell you, they're really good. It costs a little less than $4. If every giving family in the church, those 1,800, would give above what you've already planned to give this year, either through your pledges or else, if you would give the equivalent of that 1 cup of coffee a week more, if every family in the church would give that much more a week, the effect of the church to the church in income would be greater than $360,000 a year. It's a huge number. And that's what we ask you to do. As you fill these out, or as you make a decision on what your pledging is going to be, is give a little more. Let's get everybody to give a little more, because if everybody does it, we can really achieve great things. And the future's bright for this church. We've seen increased ministries. Things are going wonderfully in a lot of areas. But with success comes cost. And we need your help to help finance that growth going forward. And that's all I have for a ministry moment. Where'd Charles go?
Everybody stand up. We're going to sing together. There's a reason for the sunshiny skies. There's a reason I'm feeling so high. Must be the season when those love lights shine all around us. So let that feeling grab you deep inside, send you reeling, up in your mind and go stealing through that moonlit night with your love, and let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow like the smallest of dreams, and let your love show, and you'll know what I mean. It's the season. Shine all around us. So let that wonder take you into space and lay you under its loving embrace. Just feel the thunder as it warms your face. You can hold back and let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow. It's the smallest of dreams, and let your love show, and you'll know what I mean. It's the season. And let your love fly like a bird on the wing, and let your love bind you to all living things, and let your love shine, and you'll know what I mean. That's the reason. Let's try that chorus again. And let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow with the smallest of dreams, and let your love show, and you'll know what I mean. It's season. And let your love fly like a bird on the wing, and let your love bind you to all living things, and let your love shine, and you know what I mean. That's the reason.
I love singing that song. Everybody sings out on that song. I love it.
It's
It's like there's something about that song we all relate to, you know? Something about letting the wonder take you into space, lay you under its loving embrace. You know, isn't that what we all want to discover in life, that sense of wonder and grace, and finding ourselves not sitting back kind of evaluating it all, but living it, experiencing the grace of life in the midst of it. Let's say a prayer. Holy One, in the midst of this journey, we have often held back, somehow a little bit too afraid to dive into this amazing, wondrous experience. Holding back from relationships, holding back our hearts from fully committing to things, holding back is often our sin. May our gratitude for the gift of this moment and this life open our hearts to see in new ways all to which we're called and to which we have the opportunity to give. Amen. I invite you to turn and greet the people around you with signs of love.
Junior worship leaders ready? I cannot imagine a mountain so big I can't get around it. Did it ever make you wonder the thoughts that we've been living on? Dreaming of a place like the water, where all of my sisters and brothers living the love that we're needing, loving the life that we're leading. More peace, more love, giving more than just enough. That's the right stuff. Build each other. I said, yeah, I'm liking that sound. Yeah, feeling it all of that. Yeah, with all of our hearts. Yeah, I think we're ready to start now. I'm thinking of a better vision. The way that we're going is missing so much of what God intended. It's time that our ways were mended. I'm dreaming of a place like the water, where all of my sisters and brothers living the love that we're needing, and loving the life that we're leading. Peace, more love, give more, just enough. That's the right stuff. Build each other up. I said, yeah, I'm liking that sound. Yeah, and it all around. Yeah, with all of our hearts. Yeah, I think we're ready to start now. Oh.
How about that music? This morning's scripture is from Matthew 5:13 through 16. It's in your bulletin if you want to read along. You are the salt of the earth, but if salt has lost its taste, how can its saltiness be restored? It is no longer good for anything, but is thrown out and trampled underfoot. You are the light of the world. A city built upon a hill cannot be hidden. No one, after lighting a lamp, puts it under a bushel basket, but rather places it on a lampstand where it will give light to all in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, so they may see your good works and give glory to your Father in heaven. This scripture got me thinking, you know, if Jesus were alive today, he would probably say that as a nation, we have lost our saltiness. Our light is dimmed. America is no longer the uncontested, brightest economic light in the world. We've sort of morphed from a nation of producers into a nation of consumption, borrowing money we don't have to buy things we don't need to impress people we don't even like. Maybe, just maybe, it's time for us to reassess our priorities. Maybe it's time we all lit our individual lamps, putting them out on a lampstand where they will give light to all in the house, and in the process, regain our saltiness.
Know thy place, and know thy part, and know it by name, and know it by face, and know it by heart. But don't look up, 'cause it's a long ways down, step by step and breath by breath. It's a trail of doubt. It's a trail of doubt. I've heard them tell you lies, that all that's true's been tried, that life's been carved in ice. So hide your light, fear your flame. Know thy place, and know thy part, and know it by name, and know it by face, and know it by heart. But don't look up, 'cause it's a long ways down, step by step, breath by breath. It's a trail of doubt. It's a trail of doubt. Tell you this, that the sky is yours to kiss. So go and lift your lips and raise your eyes, expect surprise. Know thy place, know thy part, know it by name, know it by face, know it by heart. Don't look down, 'cause that's all been seen. Step by step and breath by breath, it's a trail of dreams. It's a trail of dreams. Step by step, breath by breath, step by step, breath by breath, step by step.
This song we came across this week as we were talking about this service, and just amazed at the way that sometimes words kind of congeal from certain poets to say things that I need to hear. In times where I often find myself feeling like some of the issues in our country or in our world or in my life seem insurmountable and so daunting. You know, the words, know thy place, can be taken so many different ways, can't they? When have you heard somebody say something like, you know, you need to just know your place. Don't overstep your bounds. I want to just suggest for a moment that, like the words of this song, sometimes we need to hear the message that our place is something that's actually pretty amazing. That you and I were born to just the right moment in time for the gifts that are our gifts to give. That you and I were born to have our light shine as brightly as it can. In this song where it says, I'm here to tell you this, that the sky is yours to kiss. So go and lift your lips and raise your eyes and expect surprise. Know thy place and know thy part. Know it by name, know it by face, know it by heart. Don't look down, because that's all been seen. Step by step and breath by breath, it's a trail of dreams. I want to invite you to just close your eyes for a moment, maybe. Let this be a time for letting those words just sink into all the places in your own confusion and doubts that sometimes want to make life something much more timid. What is your place? Your place is amazingly blessed and gifted. Gifted in a way that's uniquely yours, with your own special combination of spices, the recipe of your life. As science is beginning to unfold deeper and deeper mysteries about the human experience and our creation around us, it is no less mysterious and full of wonder, and neither are you. Just continue to awaken to more and more of the way we have been uniquely gifted. Know your place. Holy One, for all our fears and all our timidity, all our holding back and all of our sometimes pretense, somehow the rain continues to fall and the sun continues to shine on us. As if somehow there was a message that there's some safety here, that we might trust,
to be a little bit more than we had dared to be. Guide us, that our hearts might be open, and that our discernment might be true. All this we pray. Amen.
You want, and no one will care when you die. The world keeps rolling by. Believe what you will as you lay there perfectly still when you die. The world keeps rolling by. Oh Lord, it's a quest to find the place when they show you the sign. Because it's finally time to step into the light, my friend. Oh, step into the light. Walk on through, walk on through. Step into the light, yeah. I said step into the light. 'Cause where we're going, we said it's a never-ending journey to step into the light, my friend. Well, you see what you want, but you're seeing through eyes that are blind. What you think you're gonna find. You see what you will as you're climbing up that hill until you die. As the world keeps rolling by. Oh Lord, it's a quest to find a place that'll show you the sign. Because it's only time before you step into the light. Step into the light. Oh, step into the light. Step into the light. Walk on through, walk on through, yeah. Step into the light, yeah. Step into the light. I said step into the light. Oh, 'cause where we're going, we said it's a never-ending journey to step into the light, my friend. Into the light, my friend. Step into the light, yeah. Step into the light. Walk on through, just walk on through, yeah. You gotta just step into the light, yeah. Step into the light. I said step into the light. 'Cause where we're going, we said it's a never-ending journey. Step into the light, my friend. Step into the light.
think the title for this is Seeking Salty Dogs and Sages. I was playing with the sages word. Wasn't so sure about that. Sinners played through for a moment, something illiterate, but I don't think alliterative, but I don't think it quite got it. Something about looking for people who were from all different kinds of places in life, who felt differently. And however that is, finding their way to what it is that meant for them to give their gifts in their own light, in their own way. You know, I grew up in the church. I guess I grew up as a small boy singing in little choirs and being a part of the church life in Mississippi, which is the buckle of the Bible Belt. And I found myself, you know, by the time I was in kind of late grade school, finding that the experience of church for me was often trying to compete with my brother in the singing of the hymns in worship, because we had both been trained a little bit in music by our mother, who had once sung on the radio, had her own radio show singing back in the early 60s down in Trinidad, sponsored by a rum company, which we love to tease her about. And so we had been trained to follow notes and stuff, and so I would sing the bass parts to the hymn, and my brother would sing the tenor parts to the hymn, which I took great pride in. My voice changed before his did. And my voice changed and went bass. And I remember being in church and singing, and I remember then the time for prayer. And in those days, the prayer was more of a sermon, as it often is in general, in many places, like here sometimes. And so the prayers would go on for quite a long time. And I remember sitting in church in those pews and having my head bowed and my eyes closed, and I remember having these moments of just kind of almost transcendent bliss, of feeling safe and somehow, for a moment, calm and still within myself, even as a small child, not really having all of the trappings of understanding and beliefs and theology. Something about that experience was enough in my life at the time to connect me with something other than the chattering inner dialogue that seemed to always be going on otherwise. Now, did the person saying the prayer particularly probably want me to be in such a state? I don't know. They were probably wishing I was actually listening to what they had to say. But something more important was happening for me as a child, listening to those prayers, or not listening, as the case might have been. It was a moment in my life, unlike any other, where I was encouraged, invited to go inside and be still and tune into something beyond the shallowness of my egocentric conceptualizations and my self-centered immediate needs and desires. To listen somehow a little more deeply sometimes to bits and pieces of who I was that had not been allowed to fully bloom or even get air. I share all this with you right now, of course, because when I think of what it is for us to kind of be in our own saltiness and to be in our own shining of our light, that the church can be the place that most invites that can be the place where we begin to learn how to connect with that. Sometimes it isn't even what somebody has to say. Sometimes it isn't even the great lyrics and music. Sometimes it's just the space. Creating the platform for transformation is half the journey. Creating the space for some new beginning in your life is halfway done. I'm a counselor, and I can tell you that I think a lot of the transformational work that people experience when they come to hear, not to hear me, but to come have counseling time in my office is accomplished not by our dialogue, but by the simple fact that going to a counselor where there's safety, there's confidentiality, there's a sense that I'm going to have someone who has a certain amount of positive regard for me unconditionally, who is going to be open to hearing my stories, and where it's going to be safe. Just that platform may be the very thing that people need to make the changes in their lives they need to make. And the same thing's true for this platform. No matter what happens here, no matter who preaches here, no matter what music is presented here, it's in many ways the simplicity of a place in our journey where we share something that goes a little deeper. Now, I didn't value that when I was a child. I will tell you the truth. In fact, it wasn't until I was later in my adolescence that I kind of went on and began to discover and understand some things in the scriptures and began to study and all of that some of it began to take on a new, fresh, and powerful kind of place in my life. And after a number of transformations of that theological journey, I found myself once again kind of not all that interested in attending a church. It had kind of lost its flavor for me. I was actually much more in search of salty dogs and sages. I found myself, rather than singing in the church choir, playing in a band in a bar, and often playing solo, and finding my way around different parts of the country, from Nashville to New York to the beach bars of Fort Walton and Destin to Mobile and New Orleans, and playing all across the country, just trying to make a living, trying to do my music, trying to see what would happen with a music career. And what I found myself also doing in the midst of that was somehow in search of some sense of community and meaning and truth. And I met 1,000 people. I remember so many other faces. I remember the mercenary John Cannon, who toasted on New Year's Eve, "On with wars, they're the only thing that make life worth living." Because for him, he had never felt alive any more than he had on the battlefield. I remember conversations with other musicians and artists and poets who were struggling to figure out how their light might shine. 1,000 conversations in a few years. But what I never found in that period of my life was anyone having anywhere near the kind of honest and thoughtful conversation about what it means to be a human being, or how I might find more fulfillment in my life. Even in I remember one particular nightclub I played in New York that was just off of Times Square. And in that particular place, because there were so many people who were regulars who would come in every night, I got to know a bunch of people because I played there for an early evening thing about 4 nights a week. And so that became a little bit of a community. And I knew that people found sense of community in different places kind of like that sometimes. Still didn't match what I had experienced of community in a place like this. So of all the salty dogs and sages that I came across during those years, I found myself only learning some things from them because I had been allowed to have an experience of my own light and life that had been provided to me, that had been open to me, that had been made possible for me because of this platform. I've been doing a lot of writing. I'm taking a little sabbatical right now to see if I can finish a book. And I've been doing a lot of writing about saltiness. In particular, about the way, in many ways, our emotional lives are like the salt that's in all of the things of our lives. And I've noticed, in a weird way, the metaphor kind of works when you think about our own emotional scripts. Many of us were born in families where there were particular dominant emotions. Fear, anger. If you grow up in a family that has some particular dominant kind of emotion, it's not like that emotion, which is meant to kind of salt different things, is doing its usual job. You can find yourself living with a certain way of feeling about life or about relationships that feels like brine water rather than a little salt. Do you know what I'm talking about? You can find yourself not having a little anger. You can find yourself angry all the time. It's almost like that little saltiness that was supposed to be there in your life got twisted into something that became too much salt. And it tints our experience of being able to live out of our own light. When every time we try to live out of our own light, we find ourselves overwhelmed with that too muchness of something. Sometimes it can be too muchness of anger. Sometimes too much humiliation. Sometimes too much fear. Sometimes too much distress. But in the process of a community that can embrace us and invite us to sharing our lives, there is a certain invitation as well to bring all of that, even the too muchness. You see, when we come to this altar, or when we participate in something like a Roots of Change group, there's this invitation not to have it all figured out. It's an invitation not to kind of have your life all perfect. The platform that we want to have here is one that says, yeah, okay, we all got some stuff. We all got some little issues, maybe, from the way we learn to feel, from the way we learn to be. But it's okay. Bring it anyway. Bring it to the table. Bring it to the relationships. Bring it to this safe space where there's an opportunity for things to begin to heal. I know people who can't be in a relationship without being angry. I know people who go to work and they get really distressed about something at work. And they come home and they talk about it, and everybody tries to figure out what to do. But it's not really the work that's the problem. If you take them from work and you take them to Hawaii on sabbatical and you put them on the beach, they'll find something to be distressed about. Because it's how they've learned throughout their life to feel. Bring it. Bring it to the table. Bring it to this space. And discover there's a possibility that whatever those salty scripts that you have in your life, there's a place here that may help not only heal, but at least embrace and help you hold in a new way. Each of us, in our own saltiness, have a gift to give, no matter what it is. There are people around here who actually volunteer hours and hours every week of their time. There are other people who give very, very generously of their financial means. Whatever your gift is, and whatever your emotional scripts are around money,
invite you to consider this is a platform we want to continue to offer and take advantage of, both for ourselves and to offer to others. And so I hope you'll join me, though I won't be around for the next few weeks, in making sure that what we do here continues, making sure that offering that platform and that kind of community is here for a long, long time. I've never been more proud than to get to share in that here and to work with so many amazing people in this room. And I have some exciting sense of the dreams and possibilities that exist in the spirits of people here. That where we are now is only a beginning. What a blessing.
Well, I'm going to invite you all to stand and sing with us. And on this song, the second line will be obvious, I think, as we're singing along, what you can join in with. But just invite you to join in. Basically echo on the "Where is the light?" But go ahead and try to keep up with us on the rest of it if you like to. And then if you have an offering, bring it forward at this time, too. December, dark and cold. Where is the light? When old man year is bending low. Where is the light? When sun runs off to bed too soon. Where is the light? When there's nothing but the skinny moon. Where is the light? Well, can you tell me where is the light? Where is the light? Where is the light? Oh, the light's inside of me. When it's dark each morning when I rise. Where is the light? When it's dark, my eggs they're frying. Where is the light? And it's dark when after work I go. Where is the light? And it's dark when I get back home. Where is the light? Can you tell me where is the light? Where is the light? Where is the light? Oh, the light's inside of me. Here we go. It's in my skin and in my bones, in my heart and in my soul. The light of life's so bright and golden like a summer day. When the sun goes missing in the sky, it's rising right here in my eyes, chasing all that winter gloom away. But it's burning bright like kerosene. Where is the light? And I'm twinkling like the Pleiades. Where is the light? But I'm dancing like a candle flame. Where is the light? And I'm flaming like a fruit flambe. Where is the light? Let me hear. Where is the light? Where is the light? Where is the light? Oh, the light's in. Sing it again with me. Where is the light? Where is the light? Where is the light? Oh, get ready for it. The light's inside of me. Sing along now. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, do the motions if you know. I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Little saxophone on me. Time. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Thank you.
In case you didn't notice, our theme was light, letting your light shine. So there are some announcements in your bulletins that I invite you to kind of turn your attention to. If there's something that we can celebrate in your life, or perhaps say a prayer or blessing over, I invite you to come join me right now here. Or if you'd like to join our community, come and join me here at the altar this morning. I want to thank you for prayers for my mother. I've spent a couple of weeks over in Mississippi looking after her, so thanks for all the kind notes and things about her. We appreciate your continued prayers as she continues to try to regain her strength. We want to also continue to keep Kay and her family, her uncle and her other family in our prayers, as she has gone through such tragic loss in the last month and a half of both her brother, her mother, and her father. And these are just, our hearts just goes out to you, Kay. You continue to be in our prayers. Let's see, what else we got?
Oh, I'm here to join.
And you're here to join.
I'm here to join.
We have 2 new members. So I'm going to let you guys introduce yourselves.
My name is Ann Diamond, and I've been attending a little less than 2 years, but no hurry.
Okay, yeah, no hurry.
And I'm Denise Smith, and I'm just a little over 2 years. So we're.
So our average is it takes 2 years for people to join. Has anyone else been here almost 2 years? Yes. Come on down, it's time. This is good. Might as well do it today, right? Okay. So we'll ask you the same question we ask all new members. Will you support this church with your prayers, your presence, your gifts, and your service?
I will.
So I know you'll want to come and help us welcome Denise and Ann to the fold. Fold, that's a weird word. How about to the community? After the service, they'll be up here for a few minutes, and then we'll escort you back and let you, experience the here's your mug and let's take your picture thing. There used to be, maybe not.
Oh, they still do, yeah.
Oh, there's still a mug.
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody will
Yeah.
walk you off the
There's always a
office.
consolation prize, right?
You got to go down the long, dark hall and then to the right.
I've experienced Denise and Ann and some of the other like Roots of Change groups and stuff, and so I can tell you they're just wonderful, wonderful people. I know you're going to really enjoy getting to know them. Any other prayers or blessings? Birthdays? We had Mary Ann's birthday and Tom's birthday this last week. I don't know if everybody celebrated that.
Another year.
And any others? Okay. Well, let's reach out and take each other's hands, and we'll say a prayer together. Before we do that, can I just say one quick word? This is the Sunday to sign up for Roots of Change groups. If you haven't experienced that yet, there's some wonderful opportunities. There's going to be a Sunday morning group and I think is it Wednesday, Marianne? Wednesday night group? Yes, Wednesday night group. That one read by, both of those led by people who have had a lot of experience with the Roots of Change stuff. So I really encourage you, if you haven't done that, sign up for one of those. You'll really get a lot out of it. Okay, let's pray. Holy One, as we leave this place, our challenges sometimes feel insurmountable. We walk from this place sometimes with worries and concerns, wounds and hurts that don't quite feel finished, being resolved or healed. But we can also walk from this place with a sense of our place, a new sense of our knowing our place as your children. That beyond all of the challenges and mountains and hurdles that we face, beyond all of the heights of success or depths of failure, our place is that we are your children, always gifted, always loved. If we let that sink into our bones, Holy One, what is there that we cannot do? Amen.
I'm sorry, I told Tom last week, and
There's a reason for the sunshine skies, and there's a season And you'll know what I mean this season. And let your love fly like a bird on a wing, and let your love find you to all living things, and let your love shine. And you'll know what I mean. That's the reason.
There's a reason for the warm, sweet night. There's a reason for the candle lights. Must be the season when those love lights shine all around us. So let that wonder take you into space and lay you under. It's loving embrace, just feel the thunder as it warms your face. You can't hold back.
Let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow with the smallest of dreams, and let your love show. And you'll know what I mean this season. And let your love fly like a bird on the wing, and let your love find you to all living things, and let your love shine. You know what I mean, that's the reason. Little saxophone over the verse. Just let your